All right, starting on the west side. This is gonna get conveyed underground. Big mulched basin here around the back side of these, and the mulch is gonna go all the way in that back area over there. Can we get away with a 16-foot trellis right here? Looking at a little riprap channel maybe right here, mulched basin right there. In heavier storms, we get some puddling over here, so let's bring this water in over here, and then mulching all around here. This huge mound is the grass and the pool dirt underneath the grass. So they buried the turf underneath the pool dirt, and it's never come back. Awesome. Maybe looking at filling some of this area, creating a continuous space of mulch here. And then here is the orchard. Tons of cool stuff. We're gonna riprap border this, fill it with more mulch, bring the new downspout that we install right there, bring that underground, and then pop it up into the landscape over here to benefit these citrus more. So where exactly should that go? So I just try to like get every space from every angle. All right, we finished up here at our project in Scottsdale. Our client here called us in to run some new irrigation and to move the roof water off this big giant roof into her food forest that she's been planting on both sides of the yard. Not for right now, I'll show you the east side. She already had all these beautiful trees, well done, incredible fruit. We even got to enjoy some of her mid-pride peaches that she was harvesting. And we came in and dished this area out. Underneath this mulch, we've excavated kind of in the lanes between the trees, extra soil excavation, so that water now can flow through here. Granted, on the top layer, it looks like it's flat, but the clay soil is contoured as such to move the water here from the pop-up drain. You can see it coming right there. And then right here, there's a gray water coming from their washing machine out of pipe and with a braided drain, and it's coming out into here. So every time they're washing their clothes, it's pooling up in here. And I just checked it out this morning, and the soil's nice and moist under there. And then there's the rain pop up coming from this gutter. There was another downspout. Most gutter guys tend to put a lot of downspouts, and so we closed up the one downspout here, as you can see, and then reset the old gutter because she already had the gutters, to pitch it back towards the house. And then you can see that there. It's gonna then go into here, down and over, and into under there into the pop-up. Then we also have sheet flow coming off of their garage that just comes straight off here, and we ramped up the soil here. So when that water hits, then it comes into the orchard as well. So this area gonna catch hundreds of gallons of water. Almost positive that's about a 2,000 square foot catchment. So, you know, we're talking 1,200 gallons every inch. This whole backyard sheet flows down into here. And what we did before, it used to go out that way. So instead we recontoured here to keep the soil in the middle here. And then our border is actually pretty low right here. It's full of rock, and so that when the water hits the rock, it can still infiltrate into our basin, and then the basin's much lower. The ultimate overflow will be over here when this whole basin fills up. It actually, the low point's right here. So then this, and then the ultimate overflow will be the pre-existing drainage from before we even showed up. We installed a little water spigot there always really nice to have a hose bib near your orchard or your garden areas. And ran new irrigation using that swing pipe. Oh, we also have over here this little wall planter with the mulberry and the pomegranates. Really nice, well done, with nice rock work by our guys. This is the Table Mesa Brown riprap. So here we go, there's the east side. All right, west side basin, here we go. Closed up this downspout, rehung the gutter to push it back towards this gutter. This will all flow into here. Nice 4-inch rounded downspout into the drainage. Underneath, pop-up drain right over here. Again, mulch basin. We have a couple of shelves because on this side we're doing the flood bubblers. This basin comes out of the pop-up. Once it gets high enough, it'll hit our transfer arroyo. We kept it rocked just to let the water flow easier. And then it's all dished out in here, so we can also have more holding capacity to give some water over here to this Texas Mount Laurel that's up on the mound in between the basin. And then same thing, this apple is on a bit of like a volcano, so it's set high, and then you know, drainage all around. She has a garden area over here that we're kind of just doing some soil prep on by mulching. And we have this west side of the house that just gets crushed by the sun. So we put up this trellis. She's got the shade cloth on it right now, but you can see it's some 4x4s in the ground, 3 4x4s with the big cattle panels. And then we're going with the yellow orchid vine, which is an ornamental vine that loves the heat. And don't mind getting blasted at the end of the day, and can really, you know, cover that whole trellis and give us a green wall, green insulation to keep their bedroom nice and cool as opposed to steamy hot as it is now. And then lastly, we have a sheet flow basin back here. We got a couple of apples back here that are benefiting from overall this area back here. Sheet flows into here, and that pools up, and then same here. Now we have this beefy rock border, but it's actually cut so that water can move right there and right there, so water can enter and enter, even though it'll go through the rock. So the dirt berm is lowered in those areas. Like, you can't really see it from here, but that's what's going on. So this will hopefully collect some water and help these guys get going. But these are nicely planted in between these two nitrogen fixing Palo Verdes, a great microclimate that they built up already, and they should be doing real nice. Really fun project. We had a blast. We loved working with these wonderful people, and use all the water strategies possible. Really good irrigation using gray water from the washing machine on the other side, and putting all the storm water into the root zones of these very special plants, like this citrus and the 2 mulberries right here. So there we go, another one in the books.